Well, good morning, and let's talk about this daylight savings time. Who really knows what's going on? I got an idea, and yes, it's one of my conspiracies. The daylight saving time is only going to benefit, when you think about it, one set of people. Big business, the electrical company, the power companies, the oil companies. Now, how do you think that I get this idea? Well, let me tell you. First of all, plants, agriculture, all those things are still going to take place at its own time, but they tell you you have an extra hour of sunshine. Isn't that wonderful? When most of the world is burning up, they don't want to get outside in the sun. And they're trying to avoid it. That means you're going to stay inside. And what happens? Well, the farmer might have a little extra hour of sunlight, but he's going to be out there harvesting anyway. People may or get off work at the same time, so they're going to be driving around in traffic, running that air conditioner an extra hour maybe. This equates to your home, your offices. The way it is now, if you get up and go to work in the morning, the land is cool and it takes a while to warm things up a little bit. So you have a little break possibly in aircon. Not always, but usually many people do. However, if you have daylight savings time, what's going to happen is it gives you an extra hour of sunlight in the afternoon, which keeps the heat in these homes, businesses, everywhere an extra hour to stay hot, thereby increasing an hour's worth of electrical use. Now, for independent electrical companies around, they may see minimal increase, but big oil is going to be sending a lot of fuel back to those companies to keep that energy resource going, to keep providing electricity, burning coal, burning oil, burning gas. This is what people aren't looking at. Think about it. Big business has probably lobbied the wazoo out of these legislatures that are probably invested financially through stock and options, or their family is, in the very thing that they're trying to make mandated by law, therefore securing their income. Even if they get voted out of office, they still have vested interest in these companies that by law will continue to increase their output, because we've got to keep everybody cool, or we've got to be keeping more fuel for the farmer. They're saying harvest later at night, or have more fuel for the cars because they're burning more energy to keep their air conditioning. Electric vehicles are going to be running a whole lot more energy to keep their air conditioning running, so they're going to require more charging. People look at the big picture. Why do we want to change the solar system? We're on solar time. The world isn't changing. The sun isn't changing. The only person changing is humans, and humans are like sheep. We're being guided, mandated, and put into a situation to obey the law so that the rich can get richer, big companies can exercise more control, and just like the little old lady on the street corner, she says, "Oh, I might as well be abused more and more. I can't afford all this on my pension." And big corporations are saying, "Ha ha 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 ha, die, you're too old to care about." Think about it. They don't care about you. They only care about that money. If they cared about you, we would have dormitories at factories for workers. We would have better health care systems. We would have less unemployment, less homelessness, less need to for schools because they would be financed effectively. Even private schools should be competing against the quality of our public schools. But nay, no, nay. You have people like Bezos. You have people like Elon Musk. You have people like the ultra rich. They run everything. We blame our government for all the decisions they make, but they've got a ring in their nose and they're being pulled and led by big business. Mark my word, people. Big business saw this war coming in the Ukraine, and they saw a way to make money. During the pandemic, Who kept making a profit? Think about it, people. We lay down and let them do it to us. Bend over, drop your pants, and say, "Give it to me," and hard, because that's exactly what they're doing. People, the whole world would sit down and nobody buy anything for 1 day, 2 days. Oh, big business would see the hurt. Profits would just in 1 or 2 days. Tax money would plummet. Governments would open their eyes and say, "Whoa, got a problem." Yes, they do, because they don't see it. Big rich people only talk to people at the top. "I got more of this." "Oh, I bought a yacht." "You know what? I just got the brand newest car out there." "Really, my wife just bought the most expensive dress out there on the runway today." The little people don't do that. No, because they can't. It's time for us to make a change. It's time for us to look at something a little different. I've been accused of a lot of things, but I have a hybrid, a blend, a form of government that may work in the world today. I'm still working on it. Got a few details about it, but I think the coming century, 2 centuries, we're going to have these borders and geopolitical crap. We got to get rid of these old men out here making problems. We got to get rid of these old who are so blinded. They stuck in the past. They don't see the future. They only see bring the green, bringing in the green. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the green. They're greedy. They worship one God, the dollar, the ruble, the yuan. Let's just say what his name really is, hidden behind the cloud of theology, all the different religions with different names for their God. Let's just say wealth and money. That's right. The God of greed rules the world. The ultra rich have it. You don't. They got a party going on and you ain't invited. The American dream does exist only when you're asleep, as George Carlin once said. And we just got to get it together, people. It's time. It's time. Not only do some of these leaders have to go, all of them need to go. We're being ran by geriatrics who need to take a rest, settle back, play a few dominoes, maybe a little Tai Chi, and enjoy their life. And quit messing up ours. See you on the next commentary.